It's a cold one. Bucket, swim. Let's do it. Sunday rise early in the morning. It's a Elphicks squid boilie. It's a wafter actually, but it's my usual. And that's going out along the rushes. I've just thrown some pellet in the margin. Yes, so I feel pretty organised. One rod down the margins, fishing wafter with some pellet loose feed over the top. Just out there to the island. Sweet corn. Let's see what the sweet corn does today. Got all my chairs set up. Most important thing, flask. So we are down on Sandwich Lake. We thought we'd give Sandwich Lake a go this time. I was on Kettles last week. Struggled a little bit. A couple of carp came out to other people carp fishing, but I thought Sandwich, the fish go up to £31 apparently. Any fish should do for starters. Let's see what today brings. So it's the 28th of March. It was a real frosty morning. I couldn't believe it when I got up. The car was frozen. And yeah, way chillier than I expected it to be, but it's completely clear sky as you can see. Glorious sunshine. And today's a special day. It's my dad's birthday. Sadly he's not with us anymore, so come on Dad, bring me a fish. Bring me some luck, Dad. Wow, it's getting warm. So I just had to reposition my rods. The fella moved in 2 swims away from me, so I couldn't spread out with my baits. So now, because I'm finding it hard to get the corn out, the corn is now on the right hand rod, close to the rushes. Left hand rod to the island where you just saw me put some boilies out. It's easier to pulp boilies at a distance, and the corn I can just walk along that margin and hand them in. So I remember being down here before Sandwich Lake was full of water, and we saw how the islands had been built. So the islands have a slope coming away from it before it flattens out. Instead of being like this on the side of the island, it slopes. So if you're casting to the island and you've got a pair lead, your pair lead will roll back. So as you tighten the line up on your rods, you'll notice you're getting a drop back straight away, and that's because a pair lead would be rolling back towards you. So if you want to fish tight to the island, use a flat pair lead, something that won't roll back as you tighten up your line. Let me put on the screen now a picture of Sandwich Lake, and this is how it looked before the water was in there. Could be just roach, it's not. Is it moving? Let's hit it. Yes, we have a fish on. So I'm predicting small carp. It's a strange bite, it wasn't going anywhere, but I guess quick, I'm gonna have to dip the line on the other rod. Hopefully this fish doesn't catch my other line. I was predicting this would be a small fish because it was a strange take, but you never know, because it's winter. It just could be a slow plodder that could be something half decent. Oh, you mother of all mothers. Okay, first hook up to the sweet corn. Let's try again. So I got down here at 6:45. The gates open at 7. I wanted to make a good day of it today. Give myself the best chance of catching a couple of fish. The fella just along from me is actually surface fishing, so I mean there's a chance with this glorious sunshine. But wonder if they're still a bit cautious. They're still in their winter mode. They're a little bit dormant. They want to feed, but not active enough to actually be taken off the surface. But we'll see. He might prove me wrong soon. Okay. Right. I can't give this any slack this time. Can't risk losing another fish. He's off. Going back to the rushes. He tried to go for the middle of the lake, but I didn't let him, so we're back. I like to let fish kind of cruise a bit, give them a bit of play, but I didn't want to risk losing this one. Okay, he's taking a bit of line, so he's not tiny. It's a common carp. Fish number one. And that's the result. The hook come out in the net. I've lost my lead. Let's take a look at it. Fish number one. Oh, what a beautiful day. Catching carp in February. I've never done it before, but just shows you what's possible when the weather starts warming up. 2 days, no, tomorrow is the 1st of March. I'm really happy with this one. That makes up for the one I lost earlier. Yes. Bring on the carp. Treble corn. Let's do it again. If you're looking for a barra for fishing, a real basic one, this is the GRC Compact. It folds really flat, the wheel comes off, it folds completely flat, the handles fold that way, so when you put it in the boot of the car it really doesn't take up much space. You can put it in first and then pile things on top of it. I would recommend it. About 100 quid I got it for. You can still find it online for around 100, 110. We're getting a little bit of cloud floating over. You know what, and it's actually a bit of a relief. That sun was super hot. While we are waiting for the next fish, let me just show you the state of me. I was so ill over Christmas and this was my face. Yes, you can laugh. My family and friends did. My friend Scott sent me this. Said I was Rocky Balboa. And my own sister sent me this picture. I am Sloth from the Goonies. I had one earlier, about £13. There you go, nice one. That's it, brilliant. You know what, I didn't even think I'd risk trying to get them off the top, being February still, but you proved it, it can be done. That's a short, sharp little take. Fish is coming straight for me. This looks like a tiddler. he's going berserk, and left and right like a little nutter. Alright mate, you had your fun, come back. Number 2 to the corn. Number 2 to the sweet corn. Boilie's doing nothing. Probably 3 or 4 pounds, that's all. But they're all worth catching, eh? Wow, what a difference. The clouds have moved in big time. And there's a slight chill. It went from really warm to... Let's put my winter suit back on. No, it's not that cold. So nothing going on with the boilie. I'm thinking of fishing tight to the island. Just to give it a go. Nothing's happening at the moment. Fishing a bit more than a rod length off of the island. Let's have a go. Let's see. We need to get one on the boilie as well. Right. It's going to be very tricky. Let's try not to get it on the island. How about that for the first cast? Boom! Not bad at all. He's got a take over there. So we're catching fish from all over. I've had a couple. They've had a couple on this road bank, and the fellow along from me have had a couple off the surface. So we're all doing all right. I was just thinking that first fish I lost probably was the biggest fish of the day. I'm never gonna know, but it was cruising and it felt like a bit of a lump. And then there was one. It's just me. Surface man, he's just left. 2 people who had a couple of fish each packed up and left. They don't want the afternoons. Strange. So I just walked out just past where I've been catching them fish on the sweet corn, and I saw some fish, saw movement beneath the surface of the water, so I'm going to put a second rod out there. Shouldn't be putting Scopex squid syrup in my mouth, should I? I've just baited up along the margin with some boilies, so let's get this out there. I think we're going to get one on the boilie. Got a good feeling. And because I've got both rods going out to the same area pretty much, this left rod is as it was, but because this one is going out there, I've got a back lead on it, because if I hook a fish and it cruises, it's going to take this rod out. So just for safety, back lead on the left rod. You know when you get that feeling that something just ain't right and you need to reel your rod in? I only fished this lake once before, and did I catch? No, I didn't. I blanked. So I don't know best swims, best areas. I'm just going by what I feel today, and I just knew that this margin would be a hot spot. I've just been round and done like a spread of sweet corn, not in one bunch, like sprayed it across the water so it's dotted around all over the place. Hopefully the fish will pick their way until they find my hook bait. It seems too quiet. All I can imagine is one of these buzzers screaming. Hello. Wouldn't it be funny if one of them did go off? Now let's just presume one of these rods is going to go off soon. What's your choice, left or right? The odds are sweet corn on the right, but I've baited up a new area with a boilie, so take your pick, boilie or corn. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. If you said boilie, then you were right. My plan worked. My plan worked for the boilie. Ooh, I was getting a bit worried. It was a bit too quiet for my liking then. It's not a big fish, but it's another fish. Oh, he's given up already. Or is he? Oh no, he's having a little rally. He's having a little rally in the edge. But he's only a small common. Come on, let's land him. And I'll give you a quick look. I want to get this rod back out on that spot. Oh, thank you, common. He's going to be a stunner when he gets bigger, or she. Fish number 3. Probably about £4, £5 at the most. 3 fish, and can the boilie make a comeback? Let's get it back out on the spot. I'm going to keep topping up the sweet corn because if it was only carp here, it'll be okay, but there is roach and I think there's bleak or eyed or something, so there will be smaller fish that's clearing up the sweet corn. So 3 carp, all commons. I'm quite relieved the sun is behind the clouds now, to be honest. Even though I'm colder, I feel like there's more chance of more bites, to be honest. Feels good. I'm going to keep putting the bait in. I know people say small amounts of bait, but I think they want it. I think the fish want it. Some people fish heavily in the winter with baiting up just as they would in the summer. So we've got 1 hour to go. I'm feeling like the boilie. If I get another fish, I feel like it's going to be the boilie. The sweet corn has just been quiet for too long. Strange. So it's time for a cup of tea. Just to sit out this last hour. It would help if I press the open button instead of the close. And if a fish comes along, it will make the day. If not, we've still caught fish. Not bad for February. Not bad at all. The wind is blowing right across that way to the bank that I'm fishing. There's all bits on the water. I don't know what they are. Must have come off something off the bank. So the wind's blowing our direction. Surely there's one more fish for us. Come on, Dad. Work your magic. Okay, sweet corn. Is it on? Is it off? It's off, it's off. The sweet corn almost stole the day. Ah, bumholes. I'm thinking maybe I should come down and just fish sweet corn on both rods, because it's definitely producing. I've never really give sweet corn a go, believe it or not. I've always stuck with a boilie. I used to always fish with cockle when I was young, and used to have some big old roach on cockle and tench. Less than an hour to go. Still a chance for one more fish. Left or right? I want to do it again. Boilie, corn, boilie, corn. If boilie goes, it'll be a draw. If corn goes, it's the winner. What's it gonna be? It would be really nice to get something bigger. I mean, done okay getting that one earlier. Guessing the biggest one was about £13 maybe. But yes, the biggest in the lake would be nice, wouldn't it? He's quiet. Too quiet. Oh, you know what? I just did a talk to my phone to say, see you later everyone, no more fish. And my rod's gone. Okay. Now I need to get this in and leave before I get locked in. So my phone's run out of battery. So all I've got to record on now is my GoPro, as you can see. This is a tiny bit bigger than those last two, I imagine. Don't think it's enormous. But you know what? This, if I get it in, will make it 2-2. 2 to the boilie, 2 to the corn. So my video I just recorded saying, oh, it's gone under my other line, saying sweet corn was the winner is a lie. So when you hear me at the end of this video, after this, you'll hear me saying corn's the winner. But it's not. It's a 2-2. It's a 2-2 draw. Well, oh, we've still got some fight in him. I thought he would have been a little bit tired by now because I brought him in right from over on the rushes. Come on, mate. Oh. I've got another fish. Okay, is this gonna work? I'm balancing my GoPro on top of 2 bait boxes. Let's see if this works. Here we are. This is a pristine fish. Stop! You can go back, promise. That's a real little fatty. You know, it's so wide and deep. He could be close to £10 even though he's short. So this really is the end of the video, even though the next part of the video, my goodbye, was before I caught this. It's a draw, 2 to the boilie, 2 to the corn, finishing off the session with a stunning, beautiful little common. Look at that. Happy days. Thank you very much, a little fatty. So sweet corn did it. Only just about 2 fish to the corn, 1 to the boilie, 3 fish in February. It's better than I've ever done before, so I'm really happy. Even if they wasn't enormous, the first one was decent, but the other 2, little pasties. If you enjoy my videos, please like and subscribe, share with your friends, and I shall see you in the next one.